Welcome back to our spooky 40s road trip across the USA, my friends. We began this haunting journey on the West Coast, and tonight we find ourselves cruising through Tennessee, with plans to cross into North and South Carolina before the sun rises. To keep us company, we will be listening to 6 spooky old-time radio stories, handpicked by me to perfectly match the eerie, timeless rhythm of the asphalt. We are traveling through America, not just on these lonely highways, but also across the nostalgia-filled airwaves of yesteryear, featuring classic gems from legendary programs like Suspense, Sanctum, and The Sealed Book. It is the ultimate audio companion for a dark, retrospective drive into the deep heart of the country. Right now, our journey continues inside the Packard under a vast Tennessee sky. We are moving across an empty plain with no crops, just wild grass and low weeds that allow us to see the horizon, the brilliant stars, and the distant lights with ease. On the dashboard dial, our first story of the night is a 1949 masterpiece from Suspense, starring Dana Andrews, If the Dead Could Talk.
Light presents Dana Andrews in a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
They'll never know how it happened. No one will ever know. I knew I was going to have to kill him almost from the first. That's how I am. That's what my blood is. I couldn't change it even if I tried. We were on a circus train, the 3 of us in the trapeze act, going from Tulsa to St. Louis. Fran had asked me to come and sit with her, that she had something to tell me. When I went over, she was staring out the window into the night, and the dim train lights made her features kind of soft and blurred. And I stood watching her, getting all choked up like I always did, wanting to freeze this picture of her in my brain with all the other pictures. Then she saw my reflection on the window glass and she turned.
Oh, Joe.
Hi.
Well, sit down, Joe.
Sure. What's the secret?
Joe, I can't keep it inside me a second longer. If I do, I'll bust. Tommy and me been talking about getting married.
Hiya, kids.
Huh?
Oh.
Well, honey, did you tell him?
Yes, she told me. Congratulations.
That's all. Just congratulations.
Well, you know Joe's a man of few words.
So what do you think, Joey boy? At least we'll be able to keep her in the act now, huh?
Yeah.
That's probably the only reason he's marrying me.
Well, the way I figured, it had to be one of us. Joe, you're my pal. I couldn't let it happen to you.
Well.
And then Tommy threw his arm across my shoulder. I felt every nerve in my body tighten up, like somebody was turning a screw. And I thought, so this is how your life goes smash. Rattling through the night on a dinky train with a circus fat lady sitting across the aisle munching chocolates. I didn't know what I was going to do. Not then. At first, I tried to go on just like before. When we got to St. Louis, Tommy and me shared a room in a theatrical hotel like always. And the 3 of us went on through our routines on the high trapeze, like always. Yeah, that part was the same. That part was as natural as breathing. But the other things, like the looks they gave each other, the long walks together, nothing worked for me. Drinking myself blind, taking out a different girl in the show every night of the week, nothing worked. I still woke up in the middle of the night, shivering, my heart pounding and crying her name. Fran! Fran! Fran!
Joe, what's wrong?
Huh? Nothing's wrong.
You were yelling in your sleep.
I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm okay.
What are you getting dressed for? It's the middle of the night.
I'm going for a walk.
But, Joe...
Look, I want to go for a walk, so I'm going for a walk.
Joe, Fran and I were noticing.
Noticing what?
You've been going at this nightlife pretty hot and heavy lately. For a fellow who works on a trapeze 60 feet up and without a net, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's not so good, Joe.
What's the matter? You afraid someday I won't catch you, Tommy?
Look, why don't you take it a little easier, kid? It's all right to have a good time.
Good time? So that's what I'm having. What do you know? I walked the dark, empty streets for hours. I didn't know where I went or why. Why did it have to be him and Fran, over and over again? Why did it have to be him and not me? And then, it was like coming out of a sleep almost. I realized that for a long time I'd been looking through the lighted window of an all-night pawn shop, looking at a gun. At first I started walking away fast. Then I turned back and went into the shop.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Now, that revolver in the window there, the black one next to the binoculars.
Oh, yes, that's a beauty, ain't it?
Yeah, I want it.
Good enough. Can't go wrong on that one. You got your permit, of course.
No, I was just passing through town. I didn't have time to get one.
Well, I'm sorry, mister, but I can't help you.
I've got a $100 bill that says you can.
You've just bought yourself a gun.
It was after 3 in the morning when I got back to the hotel. The gun was in my topcoat pocket. As I walked through the lobby, the circus fat lady was sitting on the big sofa, counting the faces that went through the revolving door. She stopped me as I went past her.
Turning in, Joe?
Yeah?
Lucky you can sleep. Wish I could sleep.
I started for the elevator, and then it hit me. How dumb can a guy be, walking into the lobby like that, being seen going up to the room? Is that all you want, Joe? That he should be dead, no matter what happened to you? Don't you want Fran? Don't you want to live? I turned back and started out again. No, Patsy, I guess I won't go upstairs after all.
Oh?
Nothing to do till tomorrow afternoon, anyhow. Maybe I'll take in an all-night show.
I haven't seen a show since I was a little girl. Can't fit in the seat.
I went around to the back of the hotel. Tommy and me roomed 3 stories up next to the rusty fire escape. It was so quiet there, I could hear the pounding inside my head. The first rung of the fire escape was a good 10 feet off the ground. I jumped for it and pulled it down. It made enough noise to wake up half the building. I scrambled up into the shadows. I expected the lights to start going on in every window. But nothing happened. So, I started up the fire escape. I started up for Tommy. I reached the landing. The room was dark. The window was closed. I tried raising it, but it was locked. Why did everything have to go bad for me? Oh, wait a minute. He never locked the window before. Why did he lock it now? What was he afraid of? How could he know what was inside me? Well, suddenly I had to do something, so I smashed the window with my fist. I didn't care. Let him know it was me. Let him know what was coming. I reached in, unlocked the window, went over the sill. I took the gun out of my pocket. I could feel the blood running warm down my arm. And then I saw that he was gone. The room was empty. I sat down on the bed. I felt weak in my knees. I sat there a long time, numb. Then I heard a key in the door. It was him. He'd come back. I put the gun back in my pocket. I held it there. The door swung open. I saw him, framed in the light from the hall. And I thought, now. Do it now.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Mr. Dana Andrews in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense. Suspense.
I held the gun in my pocket. The door swung open and I saw him framed in the light from the hall. And I thought, now. Do it now.
When'd you come back, Joe?
A while ago.
Where's that light switch?
Don't turn the lights on, Tommy.
What's the matter with you?
I said...
What do you got against lights? How can you just sit there in the dark? You know, Fran and I wonder what happened to you. We were out looking for you.
I held tight to the gun in my pocket. I followed him with it as he moved around the room, stopping at the dresser to comb his hair, whistling because he was getting Fran, and it was such a good feeling. And all I had to do was just squeeze the trigger.
Come on in.
Say, honey, Patsy tells me that you... Oh, you got back, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you do to yourself? Look at that arm, Tommy. His arm, it's bleeding.
I didn't notice that.
Joe, you take your coat off. I'll get some towels and mercurochrome from the bathroom.
What'd you do? Get yourself in a brawl?
No, not exactly.
Tommy, where's the mercurochrome? Hurry up.
Oh, I'll show you where it is.
Get your coat off, Joey.
Yeah. I hurried to the dresser, dug the gun out of my pocket and put it in the drawer. Fran came back with an armful of stuff. Her fingers started to probe my arm while she was rolling up my sleeve.
Look what this guy did to himself.
Joey, you big silly kid, you. What are you fighting for? Tommy, get enough...
Hey, what happened to this window?
Well, that's how I cut myself just now. I thought it was stuck. You know me, long on muscles and short on brains.
Oh, it's all right. Just a little cut. Our boy's gonna be all right, Tommy. The show goes on. Doesn't it, Joey?
Sure.
Oh, such a sweet, helpless guy this is. We gotta take better care of our boy, Tommy.
Yeah.
You know, our Joey's just a great big kid. He likes to go on adventures with silly blondes, but there's nobody got wrists like this man to catch my Tommy when he flies through the air with the greatest of ease. You know, Joe, I wouldn't trust Tommy's life in anybody's hands but yours.
And she leaned over me and I could smell her hair. And her warm breath danced around my eyes. And him and that whistling. Why shouldn't he whistle? He had the world. He had Fran.
There. How's that feel, Joey?
Her talking into my face. Smoothing my hair.
Now, don't you punch any more windows in the nose, you understand?
Didn't she see what she was doing to me? Didn't they see what was happening to me? How could two people be so blind? Couldn't they see?
Feel better, Joey? I asked you.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone! So I went walking the streets again, burning inside like a guy with 105 fever, still smelling the perfume in her hair, still hearing her voice in my head. It was after 4 in the morning when I got back to the hotel. Nobody in the lobby. Nobody but the room clerk, taking a snooze at the desk. This time, Tommy was in bed, asleep. I sat on the edge of the bed for a long time, listening to his breathing. Then I went to the drawer and got the gun. I laid it aside for a moment, and I scattered the stuff out the drawer like a burglar would if he was looking for something. Then I went over to where his pants were hanging on a chair. I guess I got a little excited. As I grabbed for the pants, the chair fell over. I waited, my heart hammering away like it was trying to break loose. But he didn't wake up. I found his wallet and his pants. Then his watch on the nightstand. Then I went over to the broken window, looked down. It was dark. Not a sound. Tomorrow, all the cops in the city would be looking for the burglar who came up the fire escape and killed his victim when caught in the act. I went back to the dresser for the gun. I went over to the bed. I wouldn't let him take her away from me. Simple as that. I raised the gun barrel level with his head. My finger curled around the trigger. I felt a tiny nerve start throbbing in my wrist. I squeezed the trigger. What is this?
You, Joe.
Yeah.
Got a bad, Joe.
Okay. When Tommy gone back to sleep, I broke open the gun. It was empty. But it had been loaded before. They must have found the gun after I left. But why had they taken the bullets? I didn't understand. How could they know anything? All of a sudden, I was afraid. I put the wallet and the wristwatch back. I put the gun back in the drawer. What was I going to do? I flopped down on the bed and tried to think. But somewhere along the line, I fell asleep. I slept until almost noon. When I woke up, Tommy was gone. I dressed and went down the hall to Fran's room. She was gone. At the desk, they didn't know what had happened to them. I went down to the armory where we were playing. They went around there. It was getting close to the matinee. I went to the dressing room. No sign of either of them. Then, just a few minutes before we were to go on, the door burst open and they were standing there.
We thought we weren't going to make it.
That's no kidding.
Where were you?
Just feast your eyes on the little gold object, third finger, left hand, sometimes called a wedding ring.
Well, aren't you at least going to say bon voyage, partner?
Oh, sure. Best of everything. Fran left to change into her costume, and Tommy started getting ready. Happy as a lark. And I felt the hate choking me till I couldn't breathe. Burning in me like fire. Then I realized something that sent the cold shivers through me. If I went up on that trapeze today, and if his life depended upon my catching him, he would die. It made me sick thinking about it. Everybody's got to have some kind of belief. I grew up different, not like most people. The only belief I had was the act. I had to keep the act clean. I couldn't let it happen that way. But it would happen. If I went up there, it would happen.
3 minutes.
Okay. Well, we better be getting out of here, Joey, huh? Well, Joe, come on.
I'm not going.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not going on. Can't you understand English?
What, Joe?
I'm not going on. He couldn't do anything with me, and time was running out. He left, and I thought what I'd better do was just pack and leave and never see either of them again. Then, just beyond the door, I heard him whispering to somebody. I knew what it was. He was putting her to work on me. I didn't want to see her. I went to close the door, but she was already standing there, her hand on the doorknob. But it was the wrong hand. It was the hand with a ring on it. His ring.
Is it something to do with the act, Joe?
No, nothing with the act.
Well, then,
Don't ask me to go out there, Fran.
you know we can't go on without
Well,
you.
do what you can. Fake those triple plays. Look pretty and swing hard. Just don't ask me to go out there.
Joey, what's wrong with you lately?
Look, don't...
I'm worried about you. Been acting so funny the last week or so. What were you doing with a gun, Joey? We found it in your dresser last night. Scared me to death. I made Tommy take the bullets out.
I just bought it for protection, that's all.
Protection from what? Joe, you've been so moody, so melancholy. I'm so afraid you might hurt yourself.
You think that's why I bought the gun, to hurt myself?
Gosh, I hope not. I could... That's our cue. Come on, Joe.
She moved up close to me. Her hand touched the side of my face. Soft and warm.
We'll be waiting for you. We won't go on without you.
She left. I didn't know what to feel. Inside me, some of the hate was unwinding. I didn't want to hate him. I began thinking maybe I could get by today after all. And after today, I'd just beat it and never see him again. I began thinking how lucky it was that everything had gone wrong last night. I started for the door. And then I saw the two of them behind some props, kissing each other, while they were waiting for me. I'd never seen him kissing her before. I felt cold and empty. I went back into the dressing room. On the table was the tube of Vaseline I used to hold my hair in place. I stuck the tube into the waistband of my trunks. I didn't worry anymore about hurting the act. The act went off like clockwork. It always did. It was such second nature to us by now. The precision climb up the ladders to the two little takeoff platforms, me on one side of the ring, the two of them on the other. I felt good, like I always felt up here. I knew what was going to happen, but I wasn't fighting it anymore. When it came, that's all. And then it was time. All the easy stuff was over. We were ready for our big specialty, Tommy's triple somersault.
Ladies and gentlemen, your kind attention, please. It is once again my privilege to present the most breathtaking trapeze stunt in all the world.
I was already on the lower trapeze, lolling on the crossbar. It was Tommy's stunt, so no one noticed me. I reached up into the waistband of my trunks and flicked the cap off the tube of grease. I pinched the tube, and a coil of Vaseline spurted into my palm. I greased my wrists until they were as slippery as a pair of eels. That was where he was going to hang on to. Where he was going to try to hang on.
The great Joseph. The slightest miss will mean instant death.
Tommy signaled that he was ready. I was ready too. I turned lazily on the bar until my head hung down. I was dangling by my legs, flexing my arm, my eyes running over the row upon row of tiny upturned faces. It was a matter of seconds now. 5,000 pairs of eyes watching. 5,000 hearts starting to speed up. Even the peanut and popcorn boys had stopped. Just the roll of the drums building up, louder and louder. Without looking, I knew Fran was putting on Tommy's blindfold. In another second, I'd swing around and face them and begin the count. I began turning. What happened? I turned quickly. Fran was alone on the platform. For a split second, I couldn't figure it out. And then I saw Tommy falling through the air. He grabbed at a guy wire as he passed, and he held on. He slid down the wire, spiraling down in a sickening, crazy corkscrew, down all the way to the bottom, but never letting go. He landed in a huddle at the bottom, but then he picked himself up. So he was all right, nothing broken. Except the way he held his hand, you could tell it was as raw as if he'd cut it open with a knife. I swung around and looked up at Fran. She caught my eye and formed the words, "My fault," with her lips, and then, "Sorry." Then she had made him slip. She had kept him from swinging out on that trapeze. But why? I swung back. All of a sudden, I wanted to get down. I wanted to get away. But while my back was turned to her, she must have passed along the signal, because suddenly I heard...
Ladies and gentlemen, this unforeseen accident will not in any way change our spectacular triple somersault. The event will continue with the great Thomas's understudy, the lovely Frances.
I guess at first I was just too shocked to think. This was something I'd never figured on. Sure, she'd done the trick before, but then there was a split second in which she signaled me to drop my head and begin the count. And then before I could get my own desperate signal back to her to stop, not to go ahead, the black mask had dropped over her eyes and I was cut off from her. Fran, don't do it! Don't do it! But the drums had already begun that thunder. My voice couldn't reach her now. She'd swung the empty trapezes out into space. The count had begun. 1, as she let go. 2, as the trapeze made its arc. 3, as it returned. Twice more the empty trapeze would swing out, and then on its return she would grab it. Fran! Don't do it! Don't do it! But I knew she could only hear the drums. If there were only some way to stop the drums. I heard the terrified roar of thousands of throats, and I knew it was death.
And who is the next of kin of the deceased?
Looks, officer, I told you I'm only the manager of this outfit. Why don't you ask those two over near the body? They know all about it. They're part of the act.
I told you I'd get to them. Now, how exactly did the deceased...
Listen, officer, why so many questions? It wasn't murder, you know. It was just an accident. Slipped and fell off the trapeze. I guess it was the excitement of seeing Tommy take that bad spill. Why can't you just put it down as an accident and let it go at that?
Look, I'm only following the rules, mister. I don't tell you how to run your circus.
Yeah, but when you're all finished with your questions, it'll still add up to the same thing. An aerialist named Joe Crosby was accidentally killed while giving a performance. Just as simple as that. Yeah. Poor Joe himself couldn't tell you any more. Even if the dead could talk.
Moving forward into the dark, our next destination takes us deep into the winding roads of the Red River Gorge. As the Packard handles the tight curves surrounded by towering stone arches and shadows, the radio dials into our second spooky tale of the night. From 1944, we tune into a classic episode of The Whistler titled Windfall. Let the haunting whistle guide us through the cliffs as the mystery unfolds in the passenger seat.
Now, The Whistler.
Sometimes it's hard to believe what a difference a single day can make in a man's life. Yes, or even less than that, an hour or even a minute. Because fate can move in a split second. Take the case of Robert Bradley, for example. If you'd happened to wander into the Silver Dollar Buffet down on 3rd Street any afternoon prior to this September 1944, any afternoon during the racing season, you would have seen him there, a thin, pale, nervous young man with a handful of form charts and a cigarette hanging from the corner of his mouth. Yes, you would have seen Robert Bradley, and probably have forgotten him. That is, unless he owed you money, as he did most of the bookmakers in San Francisco. But at 11:44 on the night of September 6, 1944, fate turned the wheel. The steering wheel of an automobile, speeding along the road which skirts the cliffs overlooking the sea, across the Golden Gate in Marin County. Space of a split second, Robert Bradley changed from a nobody into a somebody.
Hello.
Robert Bradley, please.
Speaking.
Sorry to disturb you, Mr. Bradley.
You ought to be. I was sound asleep.
This is Emery Todd, your Uncle Michael's lawyer. It's been a very serious accident.
What? Not Uncle Mike.
His son. Your cousin Gerald was killed about 5 hours ago and his car ran off a cliff in Marin County.
Jerry? No, you must be wrong.
I'm sorry to have to give it to you this way, Mr. Bradley. But it's essential that you appear at my office at 8 o'clock this morning. There are certain changes to be made in your uncle's will, since Gerald's death leaves you as sole heir.
Yes, if you'd seen Robert Bradley after the night of September 6th, you would have remembered him. You'd have recognized him, of course, from his picture, which appeared in the morning papers alongside that of Gerald, under the headline reading, "Death of Gerald Bradley leaves cousin heir to fortune." It's a windfall, isn't it, Robert? And you can certainly use the money. But you seem rather unhappy about it there in Mr. Todd's office. Yes, you thought the world of Gerald, didn't you?
Mr. Todd, is it necessary that we do all this today? I'm hardly in the mood.
Of course. I understand how you feel, my boy. And I'm sorry. I was fond of Gerald, too. Your uncle's condition is extremely precarious.
Oh, nonsense. Uncle Michael lived to be 80.
That's precisely the point. I've just talked with Dr. Blaisdell. He gives your uncle a week.
Must you be so practical?
I'm afraid I must. Law is a very practical business, Robert. And you must remember we haven't much time. Now, my secretary has a few more papers here for you to sign.
Very well, Mr. Todd. Let's get it over with.
Good morning, Mr. Robert.
Oh, hello, Green. I've come to see Uncle Mike.
He'll be happy to see you, sir. It's been so long, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, you haven't been a regular visitor here, sir.
Well, I will be from now on.
I might remark that it's very thoughtful of you, sir, now that Gerald's gone. It was an awful shock to the master, you know.
Yes, I know.
You'll find Miss Pritchard upstairs.
No? Who's that?
The nurse, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. How do you do? I'm Robert Bradley.
Yes, Mr. Bradley.
How's Uncle Mike?
Dr. Blaisdell was here just an hour ago. It doesn't look so good, I'm afraid. The doctor can't understand what keeps him going.
And I can't understand why they told him about Gerald. They must have known it'd be too much for him.
There was some legal reason, I believe. Something about his estate.
Oh, yes, I've been through that once already. I want to see him.
I'm sorry, but Dr. Blaisdell left orders that no one...
Don't give a hang for Dr. Blaisdell's orders. He needs me, and I'm going to see him. Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, it's Robert. It's Robert, Bobby.
Jerry, he's gone now. There's no one now except you, Bobby.
You're going to be proud of me, just like you were of Jerry. And you're going to get well, Uncle Mike. You're going to get well.
I'm not going to get well.
Listen, there's not a man on Montgomery Street who'd say Mike Bradley couldn't get anything he really wanted. That's all you need, don't you see? You've got to want to live.
It's more than that.
No, it isn't. It's all in your mind. You have me now, remember that. And between us, we're going to lick it. No matter what the doctor says.
So Robert and old Michael are going to fight it out together. Yes, and it's just what Michael needs. Someone who cares about something beside that $2 million estate of his. It's not long after Robert deserts the buffet on 3rd Street for Michael's mansion in Hillsborough that the old man appears to pick up a little, to take more of an interest in life. Dr. Blaisdell is amazed.
Well, I can't understand it, Robert. I tell you, his heart's leaking like a sieve.
Oh, I knew we could do it.
But what have you done?
I've just given him a little confidence, that's all. I tell you, no one can fight when he's surrounded by a flock of lawyers waiting for him to kick off.
But his heart's gone. He can't last another week.
Oh, that's what you said 3 weeks ago.
Yes, I know.
Well, maybe you're right, Doctor. But I'm going to stay with him in his house until the end. As far as he knows, well, he's getting better. Understand?
Well, I must say I admire you, my boy. Yeah. Now, let me see. Here are a few things you ought to know just in case the nurse off's duty. Yes, here we are. Now, keep these pills handy in case he has a critical attack.
All right.
But now, a word of warning, boy. They're extremely dangerous in excess of 3 grains, particularly to a man in your uncle's condition. If he has a violent attack during the night, just give him 1 3-grain tablet, no more. It's the only thing that'll snap him out of it. More than 1 tablet is liable to carry him off.
I understand, Dr. Blaisdell. I'll see to it that everything...
Mr. Robert, there's a Mr. Harris of the Associated Insurance Company on the telephone. Shall I tell him to call back?
Yes. No, I'd better talk to him. Excuse me, Doctor.
Yeah, all right, my boy.
This is Robert Bradley speaking.
This is Mr. Harris, Mr. Bradley. There are a few points in your policy I think we better talk over.
Oh, I see.
Shall I come down, or...
No. Was it something about coverage?
Yeah. I'm afraid it's not going to protect you against all risks.
Oh, but you told me it was watertight.
Oh, something's come up since then. The company is going to need an advance on that premium.
Oh, well, perhaps I'd better come up to San Francisco. We can meet for lunch today, say, in the lobby of the St. Francis.
Well, that's fine, Mr. Bradley.
All right, I'll meet you in an hour.
Peculiar that Robert was so disturbed about a mere insurance policy. Maybe it was because it forced him to leave his beloved Uncle Mike's side for the first time since Gerald's unfortunate accident 3 weeks ago. He drives the 25 miles into San Francisco, and an hour later strolls casually into the crowded lobby of the St. Francis Hotel. He picks up a newspaper at the stand in the lobby, seats himself on the lounge in the center of the room, and opens his paper to read. Oddly enough, He's seated back to back with another man reading a paper.
I told you never to call me down there.
It's been 3 weeks. What are you doing, hiding out on me?
I've got to stay there until he kicks off, understand?
That may be too late.
What do you mean?
They're beginning to wonder.
About what?
About what Jerry Bradley was doing in Marin County the night he had an appointment in Berkeley.
Well, that's your worry.
It's gonna be yours if I get much hotter.
What are you getting at?
25 grand.
Don't be stupid. There's nothing until he kicks off, understand?
There's gotta be something. There's gotta be. I gotta get out of town, I tell you, and that takes dough.
They can't suspect. They don't know a thing.
I've seen them start this way before and end up in the green room at San Quentin. Just get me the dough, that's all. But fast.
Well, Robert, so your friend Mr. Harris, or should I say Candy Monahan, is worried about your insurance coverage. It seems he couldn't foresee that it wouldn't cover a few suspicious minds on the homicide squad. And it didn't clear up a few questions about Jerry Bradley's death. Questions that didn't have answers yet. You watch the papers now very carefully, looking for a sign that the police suspected your windfall might have been brewed artificially by your friend Candy for a fee of $25,000. And you began to wish you had let matters lie instead of ingratiating yourself so thoroughly with Uncle Mike. For didn't Dr. Blaisdell himself say you were responsible for prolonging his life? You're waiting for him to die now, almost openly, because Candy can't be put off much longer, and yet he continues to linger.
Here's your tea, Uncle Mike. I'm sorry I'm late with it. I was reading the paper. Sort of forgot about the time.
Reading the paper, eh? Anything about Gerald?
Joe? Oh, of course not.
I just wondered. Wish you'd bring me the paper once in a while.
You know, Dr. Blaisdell thinks you ought to concentrate on getting well. You better stick to those magazines I brought you.
Wonderful what a cup of tea will do.
You're feeling better today, aren't you?
Oh, perhaps. A good deal better than I did on the first day you came here, I can tell you.
Well, the doctor can't understand how you've done it.
Can you?
What?
Understand how I've done it?
Well, I hope I've helped a little.
Why?
Well, what do you mean?
We may as well lay the cards on the table, Robert. You're quite aware of your position as my heir since Gerald's death. You didn't care a hang before that time. Since then, you've given up gambling and become a model nephew. Or should I say a model heir? Why?
Well, I thought you'd need me.
Nonsense. Robert, we may as well know that there's another alternative than making you sole heir.
What?
Don't jump, my boy. During the past few weeks, I've become intensely interested in a Mr. Woodford.
From Mr. Todd's office?
Mr. Todd sent him here. He's secretary of the Home for Crippled Children. A very worthy institution. Far worthier than you, I might add. Now take away the tea things and let me get some sleep, huh? After all, you're vitally interested in my constitution.
Poor Robert doesn't sleep much that night, lying there staring at the ceiling, thinking. It begins to look like the past might not be so rosy after all. That maybe at its end he'll find the little green room at San Quentin with a very worthy charity richer by $2 million. Something has to be done about it. And besides, the butler has just told you that the insurance man is waiting again to see you.
You fool. What are you doing here?
I had to. They were asking more questions.
Like what?
Like that whiskey bottle I planted in the car. You found a guy in Sausalito who sold it to me. I'm higher than a firecracker, I tell you. I got 2 days, you understand? Just 2 days to scram.
You're going off half-cocked.
Don't tell me what I'm doing. I know, see. I just might make it if I beat it now, but it's a long chance.
Listen, 5 minutes after he kicks off, I'm good for 50 grand at any bucket shop in town, but not until. Give me one more day.
You've been hearing me this now for a month.
I'm going one way or the other tonight.
Get this, then. If I go down, you're going with me. If I have to use this...
Put that gun away.
Just remember that. We're both going over Niagara Falls in the same barrel.
Yes, Robert, there isn't much time. It's one way or the other tonight. And this thing that looks so easy is getting pretty complicated. With Uncle Mike acting so strangely, as if he suspected the truth about Gerald. The will. You've got to find out about the will. But how? Wait a minute. That pretty girl's secretary in the lawyer's office who helped you fill out the papers. You might ask her out and... Yes, that's it.
Did I tell you? That's the way I want it.
Now, wait a minute. Don't get excited.
I'm not...
But someone's on the line. You're about to hang up when you remember the extension upstairs in Michael's room.
I understand what you want. But, Mr. Bradley, we've been over the matter of your nephew before. It's all settled.
It's not all settled. I've just made my final decision.
Well, can't it wait until tomorrow?
It could, but it isn't going to. I have a feeling tomorrow may be too late.
Changing your will is a pretty important step, Mr. Bradley. Perhaps you should sleep on it.
I'm perfectly capable of handling my own affairs, Todd. And I've been sleeping on it for 2 weeks.
What grounds do you have? How could you tell anything about the man in less than a month?
I've found out all I want to know. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you.
Very well, Mr. Bradley. I'll be down in an hour.
There you are, Robert. Laid out for you on a silver platter. Wasn't just a hunch. Maybe Uncle Michael has seen the newspapers. Or maybe Green, that fishy-eyed butler. And in just 1 hour, you'll be a nobody again. Just another deadbeat with a flock of debts, trying to borrow a 2-spot to put down on the next race. Just 1 hour, Robert, unless Uncle Mike happened to die in that hour before Todd gets here. Yes. What about that? What about the little green room at San Quentin? Remember what Candy said about both of you going over Niagara in the same barrel? Yes. Uncle Mike must die, but how? Sit down, Robert. Sit down and think this one out clearly. Can't be any slips this time. Wait a minute. Those pills. That's it. The nurse has gone for the night. Just time for his tea, too. Couldn't be better. Where are the pills? Oh, yes. In the medicine cabinet in the bathroom.
Uncle Mike, what are you doing out of bed?
I didn't want to bother you.
Bother me? Well, that's what I'm here for.
Just wanted to drink.
Dr. Blaisdell would raise the roof. Here, let me help you.
I am a little weak, a little dizzy tonight.
Well, it serves you right, getting out of bed that way. There you are.
Thanks.
Now, how about some tea?
I don't know.
You just want to be coaxed. Now, don't go away. I'll have it for you in 10 minutes.
So Robert goes downstairs to make the tea, stopping first to get the little box of pills out of the medicine chest in the bathroom. Now for the teacup. How many, Robert? The doctor said that one might be fatal. 2 ought to do it. Better make sure. Put in 3. That's 9 grains. The tea is stronger than usual tonight, so he won't taste them. And don't quite fill his teacup, so he'll be sure to drink it all. There. That's it. Now, back up to the bedroom. You still have 40 minutes to go, and there's plenty of time. 9 grains shouldn't take long, should they?
Here you are, Uncle Mike. Right out of the kettle. I'll set the tray here. Nothing like a hot cup of tea. Bet you sleep like a baby. Maybe you'd better sit up, huh? Here, let me fix the pillows. Say, you can't go to sleep on me like that. No, that's what the tea's for. Come on, I'll give you a hand. Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike. It's happened. He's dead. He's dead.
It couldn't be better. Almost too good to be true. Yes, almost as if he did it on purpose, just to tease you. Driving you almost frantic and then quietly dying all by himself at the very last minute. That was a windfall, too, wasn't it, Robert? Now you hurry. Throw that cup of tea down the wash basin. Rinse out the cup and put it back so if the nurse saw you bring it up, it'll be there. Then call Dr. Blaisdell quickly. Everyone must be here to see it, and to see that he did it by himself. It only takes the doctor a few minutes to get here and look at Uncle Mike.
Yes, come at last. Did he cry out or anything?
Well, I didn't hear a thing, Doctor. I just came in to bring him some tea a few minutes ago and found him lying there quietly as if he'd fallen asleep.
Yes, that's just about what he did. I guess it's just as well.
Yeah.
He'll never know now about Gerald.
What do you mean?
You've seen tonight's paper?
No.
Gerald didn't die by accident, Robert. He was murdered.
What are you talking about?
Well, he was murdered in San Francisco by a man by the name of Monahan.
But I thought, Marin County.
Yes, so did I. Monahan drove him there and pushed his car over the cliff.
This Monahan, he's, confessed?
Didn't get a chance to. He chose to shoot it out with the police in a San Francisco hotel.
Oh, I see.
And that's all there is to it, Robert. Another windfall. You can't lose now. No one left to give it away, no loose ends. You can rest easy now. It was a close call, but there's nothing to worry about. Or is there? Next morning as you're about to go out.
Robert Bradley?
Yes.
I'm from headquarters. This gentleman I think you know.
Oh, yes. Hello, Dr. Blaisdell.
Good morning, Robert. I think you'd better come along with us.
What for? I don't understand.
You're under arrest on suspicion of murder. There's no use denying it now, Robert. You see, I'm the one who found the evidence.
Evidence? Oh, I don't understand. How could you?
I realized right away that your uncle had died from the effect of poison. I wondered if it might have been the tea you brought him. The cup had been washed clean, but a few drops had spilled on the saucer. Just a few drops you didn't notice, but it was enough. When analyzed, it showed the presence of the drug.
But he didn't drink the tea.
He died of the poison. And when I looked for the pills I gave you, I found that 6 of them were missing. You didn't have to use 6. 3 would have been enough.
But I didn't. I only put in 3. I saw him earlier in the bathroom. Must have taken the other 3 himself. That's what killed him. He didn't drink the tea. He didn't. I didn't kill him. I wanted to. I intended to. But he was already dead.
I doubt if the jury will believe that. Come on, son, let's go.
The Whistler will return in just a moment with a strange ending of tonight's story. Meantime, I think you'd enjoy meeting Jim Henry of San Jose, California. Another typical signal gasoline dealer whose permanent business for 13 years has been making cars go farther. The same thoroughness that makes Jim Henry's streamlined signal station a model for cleanliness goes into every job he does. As a result, his growing list of regular customers ranges from the private cars of 2 local judges to an 18-ton truck. And I might add, not only does that 18-tonner require the most exacting types of lubrication, but its operator has made Jim Henry's signal station his lubrication headquarters for 11 years. Well, friends, it's just such thorough, conscientious service as Jim Henry gives that's making more and more drivers switch to signal gasoline dealers these days, when cars have to last. Naturally, signal dealers, being in business for themselves, have more incentive to do a better job. Add to that Signal's finer lubricants, and you have a team that just naturally helps cars go farther. Why not put that team to work for your car? Drive in and get acquainted with your neighborhood Signal gasoline dealer. And now, back to the Whistler.
And so the little green room at San Quentin lay at the end of the path after all. Robert found lots of time to think during the next few months, to think about what might have happened if he hadn't decided to brew that cup of tea for Uncle Mike. He was a pretty good prisoner, almost to the last, when he heard something that started him talking to himself, staring wild-eyed at the warden who brought his food, shrieking out in the middle of the night. He discovered, you see, that Uncle Mike had disinherited him on the third day after Gerald's death, that those few weeks of kindness had finally changed his mind, and that he had called Mr. Todd on the night he died to reinstate Robert as his only heir.
We are now pulling over for our very first stop of the night in the beautiful but ominous Linville Gorge area of North Carolina. As we engine off beneath the looming shadows of the deep wilderness, the cabin grows cold and silent. To break the stillness, the radio brings us a terrifying 1948 broadcast from Inner Sanctum Mysteries called Death Rides a Riptide. Listen closely to the squeaking door as the darkness gathers around the Packard.
Tonight, we're featuring a jovial little item about a girl named Carol Vane. She married a man whose first wife had been drowned. After a little while, she discovered that she herself was in hot water over her hair. It's the night that John Vane has brought his new bride home. Home to the cliff house above the ocean.
Well, Carol?
Cliff House is very beautiful, John.
Yes, it is. A bit lonely, perhaps.
I could never be lonely with you.
Oh, darling. Let's go in.
All right, dear.
A bit musty. We'll get the place aired, though, first thing in the morning. How does it get this way after they've been shut up for a while?
Of course they do.
Oh, the place hasn't been opened since
Margaret died, John?
Yes.
John, you mustn't be self-conscious about it.
Well, it wasn't very tactful, my mentioning her.
John, I love you. Tact doesn't belong.
I'm sorry. Darling, the hour's late and your husband...
John!
It's all right. There's someone with a very bad sense of humor throwing stones.
That wasn't supposed to be funny. John, you've got the stone.
Yes.
There's something wrapped around it.
Paper.
Let me see it.
No, it
Please,
wouldn't.
John.
Well, I don't imagine I could keep it from you indefinitely.
Keep what from me?
Here's the stone.
The paper. It's a note addressed to me, John.
It would be.
It says, to the new Mrs. Vane. If you listen carefully, you can hear the waves beating against the cliff. The waves in which the first Mrs. Vane died. Did she fall? Or was she pushed? Listen. It isn't signed, John.
No.
You can hear the waves. I'm sorry. That's silly. But the note was so nasty.
You're not to pay any attention to things like that note. You're not to pay any attention.
I won't, John. I won't. Can we go to sleep now?
Of course.
It's true that Margaret was drowned, but it was an accident, wasn't it? Wasn't it, John? John fell asleep after a while, and the waves kept pounding against the rocks. I remembered having heard how badly she'd been bruised by the rocks. I remembered seeing her and John in the village. And how beautiful she'd been. And how I'd envied her. And now after the waves and the rocks, she didn't care anymore. And before I could fall asleep, I envied her even now.
Well, that was a very fine dinner, darling.
John,
Yes?
exactly how did Margaret die?
Carol, there's no
I
point.
want to know.
She was drowned.
She was a good swimmer.
Even good swimmers get drowned.
What happened, John?
I think it'd be wiser if you'd forget about Mark. All right. There's a beach below Cliff House. It's there at low tide only. A beach and a ledge. Nice place to swim from, the ledge, at low tide. But when the tide comes in, beach and ledge are covered. The tide's strong then, and there are rocks around. Margaret got caught by high tide. That's all.
You mean she stayed down below on the ledge longer than she should have?
That's right.
And that's all, John?
What else should there be?
I don't know. It's low tide now, isn't it?
Yes?
I'd like to look at that ledge.
Why?
Oh, because I'm silly. Because I'm a fool, but... John, I want to look at that ledge. There are steps leading down, aren't there?
Yes, I had them built some years ago. Carol, we should go back to the house. This business is idiotic, morbid.
But we're at the ledge now. The tide's down. The ledge is broad and safe, isn't it?
It is.
At high tide, I suppose it would be covered.
Yes.
Cracks in the ledge. Seaweed caught in the cracks. From the times the ledge is covered by the water, I guess. And...
What is it?
This was wedged in one of the cracks.
This? Oh.
Yes, John. It's part of a heel. A woman's high heel.
So it is. Oh, the tide's rising. Let's go up.
All right. Part of a woman's high heel. Caught in one of the cracks. John,
Yes?
could it be from Margaret's shoe?
I couldn't tell. Throw it away, or better yet, give it to me.
Yes, of course. Here.
Thank you.
John, a woman was going swimming. She wouldn't have been wearing high heels. We didn't speak on the way back from the ledge. And once back at the house, John found it stuffy or something, I suppose. He muttered at me and went out into the night. The night that had become so suddenly of so intense a darkness. John? Oh, wait, I'm coming. Who is it?
You startled me, my dear. Appearing there in the doorway, for a moment I thought you were my niece.
Your niece?
Yes. You're not, of course. My niece is dead.
Who are you?
Jeremy Mangan, my dear.
Mangan? Mangan?
Your predecessor, my dear, was named Margaret.
Her father?
Uncle. May I come in? For an elderly gentleman like myself, the night is cold.
It's cold for me, too. Come in.
Thank you. Where is dear John?
He's out.
Oh, it's too bad. I did want to see him.
What about?
Money? I hope I don't shock you by my frankness.
He owes you money?
No, but I think he'll give me some.
Why?
You're a prying little creature, aren't you?
Why do you think John will give you money?
My dear, I intend to sell John a letter.
Sell him a letter?
A letter written to me by my dearly beloved niece.
Margaret. But why should John want to buy it?
Let me read you a bit of it, shall I?
All right.
She says in the letter, among other things. Yes. Uncle, come for me. At once. I must get away from Cliff House. Because if I don't, I'm going to die. I'm afraid. Please don't think I'm making this up, but I'm going to die. I'm going to be killed. There, I rather think that's enough, don't you?
Why didn't you come in answer to a letter?
She sent the letter out 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I happened to be detained elsewhere. To be precise, I was momentarily in jail. I didn't get the letter which had been sent to my lodgings until this week. Tragic,
John has nothing to be afraid of, whatever the letter says.
My dear, I never suggested he had. But I still feel he'll buy my letter from me. For old time's sake.
How much?
A couple of thousand will be enough. I'm not a grasping man.
If you saw John, spoke to him as you've spoken to me, he'd kill you.
A habit of his?
I'll get you the 2,000. Give me the letter.
Hardly, my dear. Not that I don't trust you.
Well, then?
I'll be at the hotel in the village. Shall we say tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Good night, my dear. Oh, it occurs to me, am I likely to run into John?
I don't know where he is.
Oh, well, the night is dark, and I dare say I'll manage. I did mention cash, didn't I? But, Bless my soul. You startled me. Standing there at the edge of the cliff, Hey, be careful. I'm armed. You devil. I won't go over the cliff. No.
Well, here we are, back again with Carol Vane, who married John Vane after his first wife had been drowned. Officially, it was an accident, but a lot of people feel that John believed in the old saying, cast your dead upon the water. At any rate, late one night, the drowned woman's uncle, a man named Mangan, visited Carol. He had a letter from the first Mrs. Vane in which she wrote of her impending murder. Carol agreed to meet Mr. Mangan the next afternoon with some money. But long before then, somebody heaved Mr. Mangan over the edge of a cliff. Maybe for exercise? At any rate, it's the next morning at breakfast.
Carol,
Yes, John?
you're upset about something.
No, I'm not. Not really. John, when you went out last night, where did you go?
For a walk. Why?
Nothing. What's in the papers this morning?
Oh, same old stuff. International crises.
John?
Look at something else. Mangan, Margaret's uncle, Carol.
Yes? What about him?
It seems he fell off a cliff last night.
Oh, John.
He was wandering about in the dark.
Was it near here?
Oddly enough, yes. And they found his body this morning.
John, did you see him last night?
No, I haven't seen him for months.
Why do you suppose he came here?
I've no idea.
Wait. Where is he now?
Probably at the morgue, what they call the morgue. Finney's drugstore in the village.
I think we should go down there.
Why?
Well, you knew him. He was your wife's uncle.
I never liked him.
Still, it would look better.
Carol, what are you thinking?
How his death, his accidental death, fits. He was lying on a table in the back of Finney's drugstore. The fall hadn't marked him much. Nobody had gone through his things yet. So while Finney and John and I stared at the dead body, I gasped.
Carol.
Oh, I feel faint.
Huh?
Mr. Finney, could you get me something?
Of course, Mom. Be back in a minute.
Oh, John. Oh, I just remembered. Tell Mr. Fanny not to get ammonia. I can't take it.
But, well, all right. Mr. Fanny, could you please be sure to get something?
I loved my husband. So I went over to where the dead body lay and put my hands in his pocket. And I found the letter.
Carol, he's fixed something. Here.
Oh, thanks, John.
You're white. Shaking.
Well, maybe this stuff will help.
Feel any better?
A little. If we can leave now.
Of course. Carol.
Yes?
What did you take from Mangan's dead body?
I told him nothing. I lied. Later that evening, he went upstairs. There was a fire burning in the fireplace, and I threw the letter in.
Carol, what's that?
What?
In the fireplace, that paper.
Oh, nothing. Just wait.
I think I'll take a look at it before it
John,
burns.
please don't.
Carol, let go.
No, John, I love you. I don't care.
Carol, I want to get that paper. I don't want to hurt you, but I must get it. There.
What? It's all burned, John.
All but a tiny piece. A tiny piece of paper. The end of a letter. Signed Margaret. A letter from my wife. My dead wife.
I didn't want you to see it.
Why?
Because in it she wrote silly things.
What kind of silly things?
I don't remember, John.
You got the letter from Mangan after he was dead. How did you know he had the letter, Carol?
I didn't know.
You got rid of Fanny and me so you could get at Mangan. Carol, how did you know Mangan had a letter from Margaret?
He told me.
Then he was here before he fell.
Yes, John.
Did he tell you what was in the letter?
No.
Did you read the letter before you burned it?
No.
Then why did you burn it?
Because I was jealous. I still am. Had everything to do with Margaret. You loved her before you loved me.
You're telling me the truth, Carol?
Why should I lie about it, John? Why? It wasn't very good after that. John took to staying away from home. I saw very little of him. We avoided each other. Each of us for reasons we didn't dare speak of. It wasn't very good there in the cliff house above the ocean. The ocean where Margaret Vane had died, and where Mangan had fallen to his death. I might have gone away. That would have been the safest thing of all for me, but I loved John. I hoped. And in hoping, I was betrayed. John?
Yes, my beloved, John.
Oh, I'm glad you're home, even though...
Even though the hour is too late to be respectable?
Oh, I don't care.
There's a lot you don't care about, isn't there?
I don't know what
you put on quite an act, don't you? About not knowing. But you do know, don't you?
I do know what?
That my wife, my first wife, was murdered.
John.
Yes, it's out now. It's been said now. Margaret was murdered. They don't have to whisper about it in the village anymore. I'll shout it at
I won't
them.
listen to you.
You think that'll make it right, huh? It won't, my love. Because you see, the fishing boat Evangeline is back.
Fishing boat?
It's been away for 3 months. The men on board didn't know about Margaret's death. They know now, and a couple of them remember something.
What do they remember?
Seeing Margaret on the ledge just before the tide turned.
But
the trouble is, they're prepared to swear that Margaret wasn't alone.
John, that doesn't have to mean anything. Look at me, John. It doesn't mean anything.
Carol, what was in that letter you burned?
I didn't read it. John, you're hurting me.
What was in that letter you burned?
Oh, let me go. I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Margaret was afraid she was going to be murdered.
Yes. I rather thought so. That was why Mangan had to die.
John, I'm leaving.
No, you're staying. Here with me. You're the only wife I have left now.
You're insane.
Am I? That's a thought. Hadn't occurred to me before. I'll think about it.
I won't stay.
Why not?
I'm afraid.
Are you? Get away from my desk.
No, you keep a gun here. Yes, I have it now.
You wouldn't shoot me. You love me.
I do, John. But it's no good anymore. I'm going away.
You're mistaken.
Don't come any closer to me.
You're not going away. You're never going away, Carol.
John, if you take another step, I'll...
You what vibration? You did shoot after all. Somehow. I didn't think you would.
I told you not to come any closer to me.
I underestimated you. I've always underestimated you. But, Carol, when I die, and I am going to die, what will you tell the police?
What I have to tell them. That I shot you in self-defense.
Yes, of course, that would be your lie. Not a bad one. It might have worked.
It's the truth.
Of course it is. But, Carol, defending yourself against a murder charge isn't considered good motive for acquittal.
What do you mean?
I would have bought Mangan off because I was in love with you. Even though I knew. But Mangan was murdered anyway.
By you.
Very consistent story. But, Carol, you remember that shoe heel?
Yes.
High heel. Woman's shoe. You know where it is now?
No.
On the ledge, down below, in the crack where it was before. And the police are going to examine that ledge once again. Now they've heard the story of the fishing boat people.
That has nothing to do with me.
Carol, Margaret never wore high heels. Never. Something wrong with her feet. So the heel has to be yours. My beloved murderess.
John. Dead. Dead is Mangan. Dead is Margaret. And I. There was the ledge and the broken heel in the crack. A little item of unfinished business that I had to finish. Mangan was dead and the letter burned. I was safe there. John was dead and his knowledge dead with him. I was safe there. The men on the fishing boat hadn't seen the second figure on the ledge clearly enough to identify. I was safe there. There remained only the heel broken off one of my shoes when I hit Margaret. And I'd get it before the police did. And I'd be safe there. The tide's coming in. The ledge is still above water. The ledge where my heel had been. But the heel wasn't there. Maybe I mistook the place. The ledge is broad. I began to hunt over it. There isn't too much time. The tide's coming in. The Riptide that had battered Margaret against the rock. The heel was down there someplace and I had to find it. To find it, I couldn't. And the waves began breaking over the ledge. The water began creeping over its surface. And the shoe heel that would hang me. That would hang me wasn't there. But then I realized. John had lied. The heel wasn't on the ledge at all. I must run. Escape. Run! But the waves are higher now. The ledge is covered with water. I turned to run and I fell! I fell!
Well, there went Carol Vane. Fundamentally a nice girl with a slight character defect. She killed people. Of course, her reasons were the finest. She only wanted to get married. Unfortunately, she never learned the old proverb. As you make your dead, so you must lie about it. She tried, but she was tripped by a heel. Incidentally, if you happen to be out fishing one of these fine evenings, and the tide's going out, say hello to Carol.
Back on the asphalt, we continue driving through the North Carolina night, entering a hypnotic stretch of highway where identical trees line both sides of the dark pavement. The repetition of the shadows creates a claustrophobic tunnel as the headlights cut through the trees, syntonizing the radio. We dive into a classic Gothic tale from the weird circle, the middle toe of the right foot. Let the mystery envelope our drive.
Well, there it is.
So that's the old Manton place, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Certainly a run-down farm. Weeds growing rank all over and the house rotting away.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone will show up to claim it tomorrow?
Gertrude Manton's brother's been notified. That house has been empty now for 10 years.
Do you think Manton will show up?
I wish he would. Manton killed his wife and children there.
Well, what happened to this fellow Manton?
I don't know. Never found a trace of him yet.
And you a deputy sheriff? Better shine up your badge and get busy.
Well, I'll find the murderer someday. Somehow.
Well, no wonder the ghosts live there. It gives me the creeps. Now, look, even the trees are all leaning to windward, trying to get away. Come on, let's drive on.
All right. Come on. Yeah, Ross will be waiting at the hotel. We better get along.
Why don't you look where you're going?
Why, I'm sorry. I was only...
Get out of my way. Some people are the clumsiest. Clerk.
Good day, sir.
I want a room.
Yes, sir. Gladly. Will you sign the register? Front. You will have room 212, Mr. Grossmith.
Oh, Mr. Grossmith, I think we've met, sir.
What?
Bumping acquaintance in the screen door just now.
Well,
Allow me to introduce myself. Ross, sir, editor of the Marshall Advocate. Glad to welcome you to our city. Are you here on business?
If I am, it's my own business.
My mistake, stranger. What a horned toad.
Well, sir, here we are.
Hello, King. Oh, you must be Mr. Sanchez.
Yes, sir.
How do you do, sir? Welcome to Marshall.
It's good of you to meet us here, Mr. Rosser. We county politicians, like the deputy here and myself, can't get along without you great men of the press.
Oh, shucks. Come on over here and sit down.
That's right.
Now, you want to talk about the Manton house first or the coroner?
Oh, wait a minute. First, let's order something long and cold, huh? The Manton place will take care of itself.
It's a good idea. That was a hot drive. Well, now, about this candidate for coroner, Rosser.
I can't see, King, why a man can't be a good coroner just because he's got a cast in his eye.
Well, you know, Rosser, I have a theory that any physical defect goes with some mental or moral defect. Just can't help myself. I hate and always hated any kind of deformity in a man or in a woman.
I infer then, Mr. King, that a lady lacking the advantage of a nose would find it a hard struggle to become Mrs. Thomas King.
Well, put it that way if you want, but seriously, I once nearly married a most charming girl who... Well, I was a kid lawyer studying at Harriston. Each time I came home here, I rushed over to the Brewers. I think I was really in love with Gertrude Brewer. She was lovely. Then, one summer afternoon, we were in the orchard. Her young brother was helping us gather fruit.
Oh, Tom, it's such fun to have you home, even if for only these short visits. How's everything?
Oh, just fine and dandy. Oh, I have so much to tell you. They made me deputy sheriff.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah. Can't I see you alone this evening? Let's walk down to the river.
Oh, I'd love to, Tom.
Yes.
What is it, Ned?
Here comes Manton. He's tying up his team down by the gate. Oh, Gertrude, I can't stand that man. Why do you let him come here?
Why, he's very amusing, Tom, and very nice.
He's very prosperous. But I agree with Tom, sis. He's a queer duck. Got queer ways. Well, Ned, what do you mean? Well, I went after Partridge with him, and he uses the craziest contraption. Yeah? How's that? He's taken a long, straight branch, stripped it, and on the end he's fastened a loop of wire that's sharp as a razor blade.
A razor blade?
Yeah. He sneaks up on a bird, then gets the loop over its head, and gives a quick jerk. And presto, bird's dead. Throat cut.
Oh, Ned. Why does he do that?
Well, there's no shot to scare other birds. Well, that's true, and a good idea if you want slaughter instead of sport. And when he's doing it, Tom, his eyes look so queer. Oh, Ned, here he comes. But I'll see you alone tonight, won't I, Gertrude, dear?
Yes, Tom, of course.
Afternoon, Miss Gertrude.
Hello, Mr. Manton.
Just thought I'd stop by to see the prettiest peach in the county.
Oh.
Hello, Ned, my boy.
Howdy, Mr. Manton.
Why, Mr. Manton, look. Your hands are stained.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Miss Gertrude. I've been doing a pretty job of butchering. Finest calves you ever saw.
Oh. This is our friend Tom King. He's been made deputy sheriff.
Oh, good old law and order. Well, howdy.
Don't you ever take your cattle to market on the hoof?
No, prefer it my way. Besides, it makes for tenderer, whiter veal. Well, young woman, you look mighty near perfect today.
Mighty near? I think Gertrude looks perfect always.
Well said, young sheriff. I guess by and large that everyone will agree that Miss Brewer here is an absolutely perfect specimen. No flaws, no faults.
Now stop it, both of you.
Well, as her brother, I'll say she's easy on the eyes, but a perfect specimen? Ha. No, she isn't.
Now, Ned, behave.
Ned, what are you talking about? Yeah, you tell him, sis.
Oh, the boy's crazy. What's he driving at?
Well, it's all so silly. I don't know why Ned mentioned it, but the fact is, if you must know, I have only 4 toes on my right foot. No middle toe.
What? Cut off by accident?
No, I was born that way.
Oh, a branded filly, eh? Well, you'll never stray from your owner, will you?
Gertrude, I never knew that.
Why, it's of no importance, Tom. I never think of it.
It's cool here under the trees. Mind if I sit on the bench?
Oh, not at all, Mr. Manton. Here, I'll make room.
Take my chair, Manton. I'll be running along.
Oh, Tom, already?
Yes, I've got some business in town. Important, really. You'll excuse me, Gertrude? So long, Ned.
Forgetting me, eh?
No. Goodbye, Mr. Manton.
Oh, see you tonight, Tom. Goodbye for a little while.
Well, gentlemen, I didn't go back that night, and that goodbye was not for a little while, but for a long time.
Do you mean a defect in the young woman's foot made such a difference to you, King?
Yes. It's a curious obsession on my part, but I know that if I'd married that girl, I should have been miserable, and would have made her so.
And if the girl cared for you...
She couldn't have cared too much for King, for she soon married a gentleman with more normal views.
You mean Manton? I get it. That horrible house we passed today. But you said Manton killed his wife.
Yes, he did. Hey, wait a minute. Who's that coming out of the door? It's familiar looking. Oh, but it couldn't be.
His name's, Grossmith.
Grossmith, huh?
Yeah. A cheerful bounder if I ever met one. Nearly knocked me down when he arrived this afternoon. Bit my ear off when I tried to speak to him.
Well, no interview?
No interview. What a nerve. He's sitting down right near us.
Well, I'm interested in this story of King's. Tell me more about the Manton case, King.
Your friend seems to be choking.
Let him choke. Go on, King.
Well, there's not much more to tell. I spent several years in the county seat before I came back here. The next time I saw Gertrude Manton was one day 10 years ago. I was in my office when I heard a knock on the door. Come in.
Tom, it's I, Gertrude Brewer. Gertrude Manton.
Gertrude! Oh, it's good to see you again. Why, you look...
Don't try to be polite. I look old and tired and scared. And I am.
Well, what is it? Here, sit down and tell me. Tell me how I can help you.
Will you help? Ned's away and I'm in such trouble.
Well, I've heard gossip that things aren't going so well at the farm.
They're not. It's awful. There are no more cattle.
No more cattle? Well, in heaven's name, why?
My husband killed them all. He cuts their throats.
Oh.
It's just sort of a passion with him. There were no more calves, so he killed our bull. Then he started on the cows. Our lovely, gentle cows. Every so often, my husband's eyes get a strange, glassy look in them. He whets his slaughtering knife and sort of fingers it with an awful smile on his lips. Tommy's crazy. He ought to be put away, but what must I do?
Oh, now, Gertrude, dear, of course I'll help you. Take it easy. Now, don't cry.
I won't, but Tom, he cut the throat of our last cow yesterday. I'm so frightened. It's having a terrible effect on the children.
Now, see here. Everything will come out all right. Please stop crying. I'm going to get Dr. Carter, and we'll drive out first thing in the morning.
You will?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I won't be afraid anymore. Thank you, Tom. We'll see you tomorrow morning, then. Goodbye.
It's good of you, Dr. Carter, to drive out here. Miss Manton's an old friend of mine.
Well, she's a fine woman, Tom. Oh, but that husband.
Yeah. Doc, I want you to look him over. There's something very wrong.
Oh, now there. Oh, lovely sunshine. lovely day out. What a gloomy place this is.
Hello, Gertrude. Gertrude. Huh, she doesn't answer.
Well, let's ring or knock or something.
I'll try the bell.
Look here, Tom. The door's open.
Now, go on in. Gertrude, where are you?
This house has the emptiest feeling. Are you sure she knew we were coming?
Well, we arranged it only yesterday. Oh, she must be here.
There's no one in this room.
Oh, let's go upstairs.
Yes, you'd better. Come on.
Doc, wait! Look, here on the stairs. This stain. It's sticky.
That's blood. Dripping from... Hurry, Tom. Hurry up here. Good Lord. Little boy lying by the banister.
Oh, his throat is cut. Gertrude! Gertrude! Where the devil is she? Doc! Try the bedroom door.
Tom, in here. It's Mrs. Menton, lying across the body of her little girl. Both their throats slit from ear to ear.
As tonight's Weird Circle tale unfolds, many of you will note a familiar ring to the style of plot structure used by the master storyteller Ambrose Bierce, the incisive, racy style of the modern writer. Written before the First Great War, the middle toe of the right foot still carries the modern touch. In short, the works of good writers live on through the years. It's the same with Ogden's fine-cut tobacco. A long time back, when Ogden's first came into prominence as the top choice of roll-your-own cigarette fans, smokers were talking about and praising Ogden's. Today, just as then, Ogden's remains the popular choice of Canadian roll-your-own cigarette smokers, a fact that can be attributed only to unvarying excellence right down through the years. Try Ogden's for real smoking enjoyment. You'll agree Ogden's is easy to roll, delightful to smoke. Yes, easy to roll, delightful to smoke. And now back to our story. Sheriff Tom King, years ago, had been attracted to Gertrude Brewer, but ended his courtship when he learned that she lacked a middle toe on her right foot. She soon married the well-to-do but eccentric Robert Manton. This marriage ended in tragedy, for several years later the town was horror-stricken to learn that Manton, in a frenzy, had cut the throats of his wife and of their 2 children. Manton escaped. The house has been empty for 10 years.
Well, that's the story of the Manton murders. And a morning I'll never forget.
Well, I don't wonder. It's a horrible story. Tom, you may be interested to know that this Grossmith, or whatever his name is, sitting near us here, has been glaring at you and taking in every word you said.
Why the impudence? What do you think we ought to do about it?
That's easy. Sir, I think it would be better if you'd remove yourself to the other end of the veranda. You are evidently not used to the company of gentlemen.
I'll not be spoken to that way.
Why, you ill-bred lout. You've listened to every word we've been saying.
Now, easy, Rossi. You're a bit hasty and unjust. This gentleman's done nothing to deserve such language.
I'll not take back a word. This man's been annoying me all day.
Hold that tongue of yours, sir, and I'll cut it out.
You will you?
It's the custom of the country to demand satisfaction for an unwarranted blow. I now demand it of you.
I'll give it gladly.
I have no acquaintance in this place. Perhaps you, sir, will be kind enough to represent me in this matter.
You mean me? Well, I don't especially like your manner or your manners, but I suppose I shall have to consent. My name is Sancher. Yours is Grossmith, I believe.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Sancher.
And you, King, will act for me, of course. What's the matter? What are you staring at?
He's looking at me, and I find it most objectionable. Why do you look at me like that, Mr. King?
I find you very interesting, sir. You're giving me an idea.
Oh, I've had quite enough of this. Get on with the arrangements, Mr. Sancher.
Very well, sir. I'll toss a coin. As challenger, Mr. Grossmith has first call. If he wins, he may choose either the weapons to be used or the spot where the affair is to take place.
Right. Satisfactory, gentlemen?
Toss the coin.
Here goes. What do you say, Grossmith?
Heads.
Heads it is. Then I've got my choice of weapons.
Yes. What do you want, guns?
Certainly not. Knives. Boy knives, and I insist that it be a duel in the dark with knives.
Knives? I thought so. You like knives, don't you, Mr. Grossmith?
Now, hold it, Tom. It's up to Rosser to say where this duel's to be.
Well,
I'll speak for you, Rosser. As your second, it is my privilege to make the arrangements.
All right with me, King.
Well, then, gentlemen, meet me here in 3 hours.
Right.
It'll be dark then, and I shall drive you to the place I have chosen for this strange encounter.
Mr. Sancher, I depend on you to buy the longest knives you can find in this town. I'll be here at 9 o'clock. But for now, I've had enough of you gentlemen's company.
Look here, Tom. What the devil have I got myself into?
A duel. A duel with knives. And, just as he says, in the dark.
But I didn't bargain to get ourselves into a mess like this.
You realize that we have the choice of place, don't you? Well, don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to you, Rosser.
Well, as second to this fellow Grossmith, I must ask you, King, what you're planning. Is it some sort of practical joke?
Not exactly a joke, Sancher.
Well, where is this place you have in mind?
A rather appropriate spot. Remember the haunted house I showed you today?
You mean where the Manton murders were?
Exactly. It will be the most perfect setting. And now, if you and Rosser will only help me carry out my plan tonight when we get to that Manton house, this is what will happen. Go up. All right, here we are.
Come on. Get out, Grossmith. This is the place. What are you waiting for? By heaven, this is a trick.
Well, of course, Mr. Grossmith, if you're afraid of spooks, why...
I'm afraid of nothing. I'm coming.
The choice of place for this duel was ours, Mr. Grossmith, and we have chosen this house. Go in, please.
Boy, dark as Hades.
Well, here, wait a minute. I got a candle. I'll light it. There. That's better. Now, here's the room.
The dust is a foot thick. Yeah, these infernal cobwebs. They're like rotting cheesecloth.
Come, gentlemen, I'll hold the candle high so you can look into the room. It is large and square, as you see. No fireplace, no furniture. Only this door and 2 windows, which are boarded up. It will be utterly dark. Mr. Sancher, is everything all right?
I think the gentlemen should remove their hats, coats, and vests. All right, but I don't see the sense to it.
Shall we leave them here in the passage?
Yes.
Very well. And now, gentlemen, here are the knives. They are exactly alike. You may examine them by the candlelight, and while you do so, I shall search you, Mr. Rosser. Nothing. Now, let me hold the candle, King, while you search my principal.
Right. Well, I'm satisfied. Well, Sancher, I think we're ready. If it is agreeable to you, Mr. Grossmith, will you place yourself in that corner, the one farthest from this doorway?
Well, I can't see a thing.
Feel your way along the wall. And now, Rosser, you here in this corner nearest the door.
Right.
Now, gentlemen, you are both in position. Remember, you are not to start fighting or move until you hear the closing of the outer door. I shall now blow out the candle. There. There's the darkness you asked for, Grossmith. We leave you now. Good luck, Rosser. Goodbye, Mr. Grossmith. Are you with us, Rosser? Right behind you. Then here goes the outer door.
All right, Rosser. Come out of that corner. My knife is waiting for you. My knife. I love a knife. I'll carve you up, you blackguard. Well, why don't you say something? Rosser, where are you? Come out of that corner. Very well, I'll get you. You sniveling fool, are you afraid? Oh, a corner. But I'm getting nearer to you, Rosser. Why don't you move? The door. Now. There's no one here. Rosser, where are you? I'll get you. can't hear a thing. No footsteps. He's not in here. By heaven, I've been tricked. I'm alone. Alone in this house. What's that? Oh, I'm cold. It's getting cold in here. Oh, that glow of light. And who's there? No! You, not you! Not all three of you. No. Oh, go away from me. Stop! Don't come any nearer! No!
Come in.
What's the big idea of sending for me so early in the morning? Oh, hello, Sanchez.
Hello.
Did he get you here, too?
Yes, he did. Well, Tom, what is it you want?
Boys, that hoax we framed up last night doesn't look so good this morning.
How do you mean?
It's got me in a spot. You see, there's something about that fellow Grossmith I didn't tell you in Sancher. I drove right back to the house after I left you boys last night, and though I called and yelled at him, there wasn't a sound. He wasn't there. And he didn't come back to the hotel.
Well, what do you care? I never want to see the fellow again.
But I've got to find him.
Well,
I never should have let him get away.
Just what do you mean by that, Tom?
Well, I mean just this. When Grossmith challenged you, I thought I recognized him. Yeah, that fellow isn't Grossmith at all.
Huh?
He really is...
Hello, Tom. I guess I'm early.
Ned Brewer. Well, I didn't expect you here this early.
Well, I got tired waiting for you and the county commissioner.
I'm glad to see you again, Ned. You know Sam Rosser, the advocate?
Of course. How do you do?
Welcome back, Ned.
And this is the commissioner, Mr. Sancher.
Glad to meet you, sir.
How do you do?
I'm Gertrude Manton's brother.
I guess so. Well, Mr. Brewer, the county will be glad to give over the custody of the farm, and since you're here, we might as well drive right out there and get the business over with. What do you say, Tom?
Sure. I'd like it mighty well if Rosser here came along as a witness.
Well, why not?
Of course. Make a good feature story for my paper. But I bet it will bring back powerful, unpleasant memories to you, Brewer, to see that Manton place again.
I wish I didn't have to come out here. This place drives me crazy. Such ghastly recollections. I can't ever forget that day.
No, nor can I, Ned. It was stark horror. Unbelievable. Poor Gertrude.
What happens now, Mr. Sancher?
Well, we wait here till noon.
It's nearly that now.
Good.
And then, if no other claimant puts in an appearance, the state law says I hand the custody of the place over to you as the rightful heir.
I don't know what I'll do with the place. I certainly never want to see it again.
Now, let's go inside.
The door's unlocked. Well, there's nothing here for anyone to take anyway. Gloomy, isn't it?
What a ghostly effect, that light filtering down from the upstairs windows.
I remember this room to the right here. I thought so. It's empty. Wait! Come here, quick.
What? What is it?
What's in that far corner? I think it's a man.
It must be Grossmith.
Hey, you! Hey, Tom, wait. This man's dead. Stone dead.
Why, he can't be. Rosser, kick out some of those boards so we can get some light in here.
Right. I'll help you, Rosser.
All right.
There. He's been dead for some time. He's rigid.
There's his knife on the floor. But there's no blood on it.
Look at his hands. Palms out and those claw-like fingers shielding his face.
There's not a mark on him. See if you can help me lower his arm.
Certainly. There. Look at those wild, staring eyes and that half-open mouth. Can you figure out why he died, Tom?
This man died of sheer terror. Don't you agree, Ned? What? Why, Ned, what's the matter?
By heaven, Tom. It's Manton. Look, you saw him once at our place, didn't you?
Yes, but he wore a beard then and long hair. But you're right. This is Manton.
Manton? Grossmith was Manton? Tom, Brewer, do you see what I think I see in the thick dust?
Where?
What?
There on the floor. Leading from the door straight across the room to within a yard of Manton's body.
Footprints. Bare feet.
3 parallel lines of them. This is awful.
A woman's footprints in the center, and on either side, the marks of children's feet.
Look at that. This nearest print of the woman's foot. The middle toe is missing.
The middle toe of the right foot.
Gertrude. My sister Gertrude.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have brought you the story.
Intermission. We have officially crossed the state line into South Carolina, navigating the Packard beneath a breathtaking natural tunnel of ancient trees draped in hanging Spanish moss. To perfectly match this hauntingly beautiful southern Gothic scenery, we are turning the radio dial to a sinister broadcast from the sealed book. Let the shadows dance across the windshield as we dive into tonight's next tale. The Man with the Stolen Face.
Here is the tale, The Man with the Stolen Face, as it is written in the pages of the sealed book. Our story begins in the large, richly furnished office of John Harrington, famous financier. It is late afternoon, and Harrington is speaking to Matthew Briggs, his very confidential secretary.
Well, Matt, this is it. I swore I was going to retire when I had $20 million, and now I have it. I worked hard, and now I'm going to play hard.
And do your plans include me still?
No, of course they do, Matt. I couldn't get along without you.
I see. Yes, I suppose you still need someone to do your dirty work for you.
Why, Matt, what a thing to say. Now, where would you be if you hadn't hooked up with me? Executed and buried these 14 years, that's where.
I know, you don't need to remind me.
Because after all, you did kill that man, Matt. Killed him in cold blood. No, you and I belong together. You could send me to jail, but I still have carefully locked in my lawyer's safe all the evidence necessary to send you to the gallows.
Yes, I know.
Now, why don't you run along to the apartment? I think I'll sit and smoke one last cigar here in my office.
All right. I'll see you later.
Poor Matt, how he hates me. There isn't a thing he dares do about it. Well, I suppose a lot of people hate me, but I'm not going to let that worry me any. Now is the time for me to enjoy myself, and I'm going to. Fun. That's my program from now on.
Too bad that program will have to be canceled, Harrington.
Who are you?
I'm Jeremiah Cole, Harrington. You don't recognize the name, I see.
Why should I? I never heard of you before in my life.
I dare say not. But you heard of my father, Nathan Cole.
Oh.
He gave you your first job 20 years ago.
Well, what of it?
I don't suppose you've forgotten that you got your start by cheating him out of his business.
I did nothing illegal.
You ruined my father after he'd befriended you and he died of a broken heart. I've spent 20 years trapping you, and now I'm ready to pull the noose tight.
You're crazy. There isn't a man alive who has anything on me.
I have. San Quentin.
San Quentin? What are you talking about?
When you were 19, a year before you came to the city and Dad gave you a job, you escaped from San Quentin, and you killed a guard doing it.
Nonsense. You're crazy.
Believe me, I can prove it. I've spent almost 20 years getting ready for just this moment.
What do you want?
I want $20 million.
You can't be serious. Why, that's every cent I have in the world.
You ruined my father, and I intend to ruin you. Turn over to me your entire fortune. I'll consider that punishment enough.
No, I won't do it.
I have 2 detectives waiting now in the outer office. Do you want me to call them in?
No. No, wait. All right. I'll do it. I'll give you everything.
I thought that would be your decision. Very well. Just sign this paper. And then you...
What are you doing? Take your hands off my throat. You fool. You think I'm the man to give up that easy? I'll show you. Yes, I have $20 million, and nobody's going to take them away from me. Nobody. Threaten me, would you? That's what happens to men who threaten John Harrington. Now I've got to get your body out of sight. Yes, of course, the vault. I haven't locked it yet. Plenty of room in it for a dead blackmailer. So, in you go. There you are. Now to close the door and set the time clock. Nobody will be able to find you before Monday. As for your detectives outside, there's a back door to this office by which I can leave. You didn't know that, did you, Mr. Cole? There's a lot of things you didn't know, and one of them is that you shouldn't try to get the better of John Harrington.
So John Harrington slipped away by means of the back door, and once safely outside, telephoned Briggs, giving Briggs instructions to meet him at his mountain lodge that night, with all the money and securities he could put his hands on. Harrington then made his way by lonely back roads to his isolated lodge in the hills, at which Briggs presently arrived to learn his employer's unfortunate plight.
But, John, what can you do? If you killed this man, Cole, I don't see how you...
You're here to help me, not to hang crepe.
All right, just tell me what you want me to do.
Then listen, we're safe here for quite a while. Nobody knows about this hideaway but you and me. We have plenty of food and we can stay here indefinitely.
Yes, but the minute you leave here, someone will recognize you. That rugged face of yours has been in the papers as newsreels so often everybody knows it.
I'm aware of that, so I've got to have a new face.
A new face?
Why not? I know just the man to do it. Ludwig Muller.
Muller? You mean the plastic surgery expert who was mixed up with that gang out in Chicago?
That's the one. He was given 5 years for altering the features of members of the gang. Well, he must be out now. That was 6 years ago.
Yes. Yes, I don't doubt he could do it, but...
I have it all planned out. Now, first you've got to bring Muller here with all the necessary equipment. Then you have to find someone my age and my height who's willing to become John Harrington.
Become you? Oh, that's insane. Why, even for all your money, who would trade places with you and go to the electric chair?
Don't be stupid, Matt. I tell you I have that worked out, too. Now, listen. You've got to find someone my age and general build who has no wife or family, who's not wanted by the police, and has never been involved with the law in any way, who's lived an inconspicuous life and has never attracted much attention. I'll take his place and live his life. He'll take mine and become a millionaire.
But, John...
Don't argue. You find such a man and bring him here, and I'll guarantee to persuade him to make the exchange. When I make a plan, it doesn't go wrong.
And now to continue the story, as it is written in the sealed book. A week passed, then a second, and a third. Then late one evening, Briggs returned. In the car with him were two men, one large and heavy-set, like John Harrington, the other slender, pale, and nervous. Briggs ushered them to separate rooms. Then he reported to his master.
Well, Matt, who have you got to take my place?
His name is Quincy. William Quincy. I have his whole life history written down for you. Here.
Let's see. William Quincy, 39, born in Detroit, parents dead, unmarried, no police record, college education, traveling salesman, down on his luck at the moment. He seems to fit the bill. Does anybody know you brought him here?
Not a soul.
Good. Bring him in. I'll put the proposition to him.
All right. Come in, Quincy. John, this is William Quincy.
Hello, Quincy. Sit down.
Holy smoke, you're John Harrington.
That's right. Now sit down, have a cigar, and we'll get down to cases. Quincy, what would you do for $1 million?
$1 million?
I'm ready to pay that much money for someone who'll spend 10 years, maybe less, in jail in my place.
What kind of a trick are you trying to pull? Briggs told me you're wanted for 2 murders.
I'm not trying to pull any trick. I'm innocent of the California murder, and the worst I could get for killing that fellow in my office is manslaughter. He was a blackmailer, and I lost my temper. Well, is it a deal?
For $1 million? Yes. Yes, it's a deal.
Good. I'm afraid that you'll have to sell me your face as well as your time, Quincy.
Sell you my face? Oh, that's a hot one.
What's so funny about it?
Excuse me, Mr. Harrington. I've always heard that a man's face was his fortune, but I never knew mine had any market value before.
Well, it has. $1 million.
Okay, you've bought it.
Of course, you have to take my face in exchange.
Oh, sure. Sure, I understand.
Good. There are a lot of things to be settled yet, but we have time for that. Matt, will you bring in Ludwig Muller?
Of course, John.
There's just one thing I want to know, Mr. Harrington.
Oh?
When I'm you, how am I going to clear myself of that California rap which you're innocent of?
Very simply. You'll take my face, but your fingerprints won't jibe with the prints on file at San Quentin. That'll be obvious proof you're not the man.
Very clever, Mr. Harrington.
I think of every detail, Quincy, as you'll see. Come in, Dr. Muller.
Dr. Muller, this is Mr. Harrington.
Please, not Dr. Muller. I have no license. I'm plain Mr. Muller.
Just as you like, Mr. Muller. But sit down, please.
Thank you. Now, may I ask why I was brought here?
Just to help me and Mr. Quincy here exchange faces.
Exchange faces? But why should you wish to do such a thing?
For personal reasons. We plan to exchange identities. You could make my face look like Quincy's and his like mine, couldn't you?
Yes, of course I could, but...
Then you're going to do it, and I'm going to pay you $1 million.
$1 million? No, you cannot mean it.
I do mean it. With that much money, you can become a man of science again. You can build laboratories, experiment, become famous, all just for a simple job of plastic surgery.
Not simple, no, but... Yes, Mr. Harrington, I will do it.
Muller began work upon the two men. Day after day he worked, patiently with skilled fingers, changing their features, making the face of one into the face of the other. It was a long and difficult job, but as the time for the removal of the final bandages came closer, John Harrington was in excellent spirits.
Well, Quincy, do you feel ready to take over the role of John Harrington, millionaire?
Any time. I've practiced your walk, your signature. I even know what you like to eat. What are you going to do after you become William Quincy, Esquire? I don't suppose you'll be going back to my old hometown, Detroit, will you?
No, I hadn't planned to.
Well, take a tip from me. Don't.
What do you mean? Why not?
Well, there are people there who don't like me.
I thought Briggs said you had a perfectly clear record.
No, I have, but I quarreled with one or two people. Nothing legal, but, well, you wouldn't know who my friends were and who were my enemies, so on the whole, it'd be simpler just to give Detroit a wide berth.
You're talking very strangely, Quincy. What's behind it?
Not a thing. I'm just worked up, I guess. Because tomorrow we're going to see what we look like as each other.
The next day, Ludwig Muller removed the bandages from their faces and from Harrington's hands. And when he held mirrors for them to see themselves...
Good heavens! You do not recognize yourself, Mr. Harrington?
I should say not. Why, I'm almost tempted to say hello, Quincy, when I look in the mirror.
It is my finest job.
Well, I'll say it is. Personally, I like the change.
I congratulate you, Muller. We must drink a toast to your success.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. We'll drink to Harrington, safe in jail, and Quincy, adrift in the wide, dangerous world.
What the deuce are you... Oh, hello, Matt. How do you like my new face?
Why, it's a perfect job.
We were just going to drink to it. Bring some glasses and a decanter, will you? In fact, bring the special decanter of Napoleon brandy.
Certainly. I'll get it.
Napoleon brandy, eh? Sounds good. Well, we'll drink to our futures. I may be going to jail for a while, but when I get out, I'm going to live high, wide, and handsome. And how about you, Mr. Harrington Quincy? Where are you headed for with my face?
Oh, I'll see what New York is like, then try Buenos Aires and Rio de Janeiro.
Here's the decanter, John. Shall I pour the drinks?
Yes, Matt, and one for yourself.
No, thanks. I never drink. You know that. But, now, here you are. Quincy.
Thank you.
Dr. Miller.
Thank you, thank you.
And John.
Thanks. Gentlemen, I propose a toast to our collective futures.
I'll drink to that. Come on, Doc. Bottoms up. That's smooth stuff.
Oh, very good indeed, Mr. Harrington.
I'm glad you liked it. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to talk over with Matt. But keep the decanter and help yourself. Today is a day to cut loose.
And I'm going to cut. Pour us both another, Doc.
Sure.
Come along into my office, Matt.
Yes, John.
Now sit down and let's see where we are.
I've taken care of everything I can think of. All transfers of money and stocks have been finished, except for, well, a couple of million.
I'm afraid we'll have to let those last few millions go. Too much danger trying to transfer them. But you've done well, Matt.
Thank you, John. What was that? Sounded like somebody falling. There it is again.
I rather imagine it was Quincy and Muller,
Quincy.
Matt. The poison I put in that brandy yesterday works fast.
Poison?
Of course. I only pretended to drink mine.
You mean you...
Exactly. I couldn't let them live. They knew too much.
Have you no human feelings whatever?
Not where my own skin is concerned. I propose to start my new life as William Quincy with a clean slate and no witnesses left behind me.
Oh. Does that include me too, John?
I'm afraid it does, Matt. No, don't move. I have my gun here in my pocket. See?
Yes. I see now. I've been a fool, haven't I?
I'm afraid so. You should have acted first, Matt, and killed me.
Yes, I should have. But I never had the courage.
The race is to the strong, never to the weak.
Maybe you're right, John. Maybe, but the weak sometimes win, too. This is a joke on me and on Quincy, but it's a joke on you, too, John, because... because...
Goodbye, Matt. Well, that's that. When the police find you, Matt, together with my body, the story of John Harrington will be over for good and all. But the story of William Quincy, footloose and fancy-free, is just beginning.
And now to continue the story as it is written in the sealed book. A day later, John Harrington slipped away from the mountain hideout, leaving death in sole possession. He had no qualms and no fears. His new face was that of another man, and he became the other man. As William Quincy, he reached New York and went to the hotel where Matt Briggs had made a reservation for him by mail.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
My name's Quincy, William Quincy. You're holding a suite for me.
Oh, yes, sir. 17E. If you'll just register.
Certainly.
And here's a letter we've been holding for you, Mr. Quincy.
A letter? Thank you. Why, it's in Matt's handwriting.
And there were 2 gentlemen asking for you yesterday.
2 gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
What did you tell them?
That you hadn't checked in yet, sir.
If they ask for me again, tell them I've canceled my reservations. I'm here for a vacation, and I don't want to be disturbed by anyone.
A few minutes later, John Harrington was alone in the luxurious suite Briggs had reserved for him. He stared out at New York with a scowl on his brow, fingering the letter the room clerk had given him.
Who the deuce could have been asking for me? And why in the world should Matt have written me a letter? It's postmarked the 10th. He must have written it the day before I... Well, I might as well read it. Dear John, you'll get this letter when you reach New York. By then you will be William Quincy for good and all, and Quincy will be John Harrington. I've talked with him, and he has agreed as his first act to ask your lawyer for the evidence you've been holding over my head all these years. He will destroy it. Then, at last, I will be free of you forever. That poor devil, that was his mistake. Now, what else did he say? And now, I want to give you a word of warning. The worm has turned after all these years. I have outsmarted you at last with your own help. What in thunder does he mean? Why do you suppose Quincy was so willing to take your face and go to jail even for money? He had good reason for it. Believe me, he... who is it?
Telegram from Mr. Quincy, sir.
Telegram? Just a second. Well, let's have it.
All right, Quincy, put him up. Come on in, Rocky.
Yeah, Lefty. Well, Quincy, old pal, you don't seem very glad to see us.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you and what do you want?
Steady, Quincy. My trigger finger's itchy. Back up a little. That's better.
Who are you? What do you want?
Why, we want you, Quincy. You ought to know that.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, but you're making a mistake.
Listen to him, Rocky. He's forgotten his old pals Lefty and Rocky.
I tell you, I never saw you before in my life.
You mean you've forgotten all about it, Detroit, Quincy? How you double-crossed the boss and my kid brother 6 months ago and got them both bumped off by the cops? Well, ain't that forgetful of you?
No, you're wrong. You got the wrong William Quincy.
Hey, Lefty, you don't suppose this could be the wrong guy, do you?
Ah, what makes you say that? You nuts?
No, but, well, it's just that this guy's voice don't sound like the way I remember Quincy's voice did.
That's right. I'm not the Quincy you know.
Never mind the voice, Rocky. Look at the face. Could there be 2 guys in a world with a puss like that?
But I tell you,
I'm just trying to stall. Let him have it.
No, please. I'll give you $1 million.
Well, that takes care of that.
Yeah, that pays off for the boss and your kid brother. He should have known we'd keep looking for him till we found him.
Did you hear that stuff about $1 million? You must have been nuts to think we'd listen to guff like that from a cheap dope peddler like Bill Quincy.
Yeah, but, you know, Lefty, I'd still kind of like to know who sent us that letter, tipping us off we'd find him here at the Clark House in New York.
And so ends the tale, The Man with the Stolen Face, as it is written in the sealed book. The plot, which John Harrington had so cleverly contrived to change his identity, led him to his doom at the hands of William Quincy's enemies. Twisted indeed are the strands of fate in which destiny entangles mere mortals.
For our final episode of the night, we have finally pulled over in South Carolina, parking right next to a solitary diner and gas station. This is where we will rest our eyes and sleep until morning. As the engine cools and the cabin settles into silence, the radio plays a chilling 1943 broadcast from Lights Out titled Immortal Gentleman. Sleep tight, my friends, as the neon lights hum softly outside the Packard.
Beautiful that the hands of the sisters, Death and Night, incessantly, softly remold again and ever again the face of this soiled world.
Don't be frightened, Joan. Please, don't be. Yes, I know I screamed, but don't be afraid for me. I'm all right, really, I am. No, don't say anything. Just listen. The reason that I screamed, it made me happy.
Oh, what are you
Oh, I know it
talking-
sounds confused, but I can tell you freely now for the first time since I've known you.
Tell me what?
About what happened. Tell you about myself, and then you'll understand, and then we'll both be happy. Remember, you once said you never could be happy with me.
Oh, please.
No, please, don't say anything. If you do, I want to hold you in my arms. And I've got to talk this thing out first. Talk it out from the time before I knew you until a few moments ago when I screamed and frightened you. You know, you were right. I've been a coward. But not of men or things or living, just of not living. You don't know what I mean, do you? Must I say it? Must I say the word? All right, I will. I've been afraid of death. Yes, believe me, Joan, all my life it was that way. Even as a boy, I couldn't be happy because of him. So one thought was in me all through life. If I could only live forever, if I wouldn't die, if I could only live forever. The thought chasing itself in a never-ending circle. So there was no happiness. And the fear in me was in my face and in my work, and you knew it, and everyone knew it, but they didn't know why.
No.
Tonight, the echo that is still in my ears, I cried out in fear in front of everyone. And I'm going to tell you why I cried out, and then you'll understand me, and why I say I'm free and happy for the first time in my life. And, Joan, if it's too strange to believe, just listen patiently. We were sitting in the auditorium, you and I, the politician up on the stage, talking.
In this coming election, I repeat again, the issue will be clear. An issue made clear by our glorious party. You young men and women...
Sitting there, you next to me, I wasn't listening to him on the stage. I was thinking the same infernal thoughts I thought all my life whenever I was alone. Of him. Him. And then...
Yes, to you. To every one of you here. A challenge that we must accept, face and challenge in turn.
Speaker's voice wasn't the same. I looked up. No, not the same. The other one, an old man, this one young. Couldn't quite see his face, so dark in the hall. Had something happened to the lights? I turned to her. You said, Joan, when did the lights... I stopped. You weren't there. Believe me, not there. Another woman.
Did you speak to me?
She said that. I said, where's Joan?
Joan?
Well, she was sitting right next to me. You have her chair. Where did she... I mean, the young lady who was sitting here, where did she go?
I've been here for hours.
But she was here. Here, I tell you.
Quiet, the speaker.
Time is past for pleadings. The time is past for petitions. We are representative of youth, and youth is the time for action. So we must act.
The speaker? What did he matter? I sat there, couldn't figure it out. You, Joan, where had you gone? Could I have dozed off? You slipped out and this other woman taken your place? Yet, how strange you're leaving without a word. And then, wind in the auditorium. I looked up. The sky. No roof. A single star and clouds. No roof. Sleep? No. Awake. I got up to go.
No, sit down. No one can leave.
But my friend...
You have sworn to stay. You must.
I sat down. Sworn to stay? What in the world... I sat down.
You know there can be no compromise. There will be no compromise. For if we compromise, we are doomed as they have always doomed us.
Speaker, what did he matter? No roof on the place. Crazy. How could a roof disappear in a moment without... I said to the girl, where's the roof? What's happened to this place? Where are we?
You know.
No? What? Well, I'd get out of the place. I'd find you, Joan. Started to go again with the girl's hand tight on my wrist.
No, don't. You swore to stay.
Swore?
You swore. They swore. He speaks the truth.
But what?
Listen.
Good then now, good friends. Let us put an end to words. This meeting of ours was destined. For 500 years destined.
What was he saying? For 500 years destined? For what?
None of us can say we have moved quickly. For in the meditation of these 500 years has come the essence of truth. A truth that burns bright in the hearts of all of us.
What kind of a political speech was that?
And so an end to words. In this meeting we have spoken words which none dare question. Now the time has come for action which none dare deny us.
The girl leaned close and whispered.
None dare deny us.
Deny us? Deny what? Wanted to yell out just the way I did a few moments ago, but I couldn't. Something about the place, the speaker, people around me. I could only sit there, questions pounding in my head.
Youth is action. Action is youth. We will act together and make ourselves a new world. A better world. Our world.
Meeting over. Everyone getting up. The girl said...
Come with me.
Where?
You know.
I know. Crowd pressing around me. Dark, strange faces. Young, angry faces. None of my friends. My friends? Well, where were they? Joan, where were you? The auditorium in ruins. As she led me out, I saw that. It was madness. Yet a strangely intriguing madness, so I walked with her. Led me through a door. I could hear voices. She said...
Stand here a moment. I want to talk to you. Tell me, why do you act so strangely? Don't you want to go through with it?
Through with what?
There, that's what I mean. You talk as if you don't know.
I couldn't speak. Stood there.
It's a glorious morning for all of us. We've waited 500 years, some of us, for this.
500 years? What was she... I said, 500 years?
Well, perhaps not you, but I've waited 350 myself.
What did you say?
350 years, and now I can't wait another moment. The thought of another empty day suffocates me.
Am I insane or you?
Insane? I don't know the word.
Out of your head. You or I?
You are a strange one. And yet you came here. Why?
Well, to hear a speech?
So, to hear but not to act, eh? You will. You will. All of us will.
And then... the moonlight from under a cloud, and then... her face. I saw her face clearly for the first time. Hers was a loveliness beyond the word. 16, 17, she couldn't have been more. Freshness of the morning. And yet her eyes, old, bright, wise. So strange, her old eyes in that young face. I stood there, staring at her.
I tell you this, if one of us fails, we all fail, and that can't happen. Remember that. Now come. They're waiting.
Followed her. A room, quite dark. Many people in it.
Quiet, please. Quiet. There is little time to waste. We will now draw lots. Each of you take a paper as the box is passed. Most of the slips are blank. Only 24 are numbered. Whoever draws a numbered slip stays. The others go.
Slips? Draw lots? What was this? Draw lots for what? Someone came close, held out a box. The girl said...
Take a paper.
I did. She did. The others did. She said...
Look at the slip.
I did. A number, 11. She said...
Good. I, too.
held out the paper in her hand, I saw the number 12 on it.
You and I.
She and I, what?
All those without numbers, leave. All those without numbers, leave.
The push of bodies around me. And in a moment, there were only a few left. The girl at my side, motionless.
Now we can risk lights.
And in a moment, lights began to glow. I stood there, blinking, and then I saw 24 people in that room, men and women. 24, I counted them, and all of them looked alike. Yes, alike, I tell you, men and women. And their faces as the girls. 24 faces alike as copies of pictures strung along the wall. They, in turn, were staring at me.
Who is he?
A voice said.
Who is he?
Another said.
I've never seen him before. Who is he?
They came close around me.
Not one of us. Who is he? Who is he? Not one of us.
All those faces alike, staring, talking, staring, talking. The girl spoke. I knew it was she because her hand was on my arm.
Leave him alone. He is an Atavar.
Oh, an Atavar. Atavar? What was an Atavar? I wanted to speak, but she spoke.
He'll be all right. I'll see to that.
But an Atavar is unpredictable.
Did I tell you he'll be with me? He drew 11. I drew 12. He'll be with me.
But they're undependable, you know that. Never can tell about an Atavar.
But I'll take care of
Never
him.
can tell.
I'll take care of him.
They stood there arguing about me, Joe. Yes, arguing about me. Whether I could, whether I would, whether I was reliable, unreliable. And always that word Atavar. Atavar? Atavar? Mad dreams or mad adventure, whatever it was, I didn't know. Their argument stopped. Apparently, the girl had won. The leader said,
All right, Atavar. You will be with her. Now, all of you listen. This Atavar is with us, and with us he'll stay until it's ended.
Ended? Ended? What had begun? What would end?
One question, Atavar. What is your age?
My age? You want to know my age?
Well, didn't you hear, Atavar? What is your age?
The girl said,
Tell him.
My age is 25.
What did you say?
25.
Do not joke. Tell us your age.
I told you, 25. For a moment, no one spoke. They looked at each other, shook their heads slowly, shoulders shrugged.
An Atavar, just an Atavar.
The girl said,
Don't worry, any of you. I'll take care of him. He'll do as he's told.
Do as he's told? Do what? Told her to what? I wanted to open my mouth. Then I didn't, because the leader said,
All right. Our last word. There are 24 of you. 12 pairs. Each pair will go out together. If one fails, the other will succeed.
But when?
Now, at once. We have waited long enough for them. I alone have waited 400 years.
And I 200.
300.
I 425.
300.
I understood. Like a blow on the head, I understood. These people, mad. Yeah, that was it. Talking of living hundreds of years. Out of their heads all. Listening to them, I knew that.
340 years.
I've waited 170 years.
And that explained the likeness of their faces. Some sort of weird interbreeding of a family resulting in feeble-mindedness. Well, how did I come among them? Went outside. The girl with me. Everyone going off in pairs. Their faces tense, angry. Going off to some strange madness. The girl said,
Wait here. I'll get what we need, then we'll keep our appointment.
Wait here.
Joan, believe me, as she went off into the darkness, leaving me there alone, I swear my head was spinning as if it were on a pivot. And as it spun, the thoughts in my head spun with it.
Madness, dream, madness, dream, madness, dream, madness, dream, madness, dream, madness, dream.
What was happening to me? And then a thought. Had what I'd feared all my life happened at last? Had I died? Joan, I remember the wind suddenly was cold about me.
Dead?
But I was
Dead?
colder. Dead? Was I? And then someone was standing by me. Not the girl, but a man. Smooth, young, handsome face with those old, wise eyes looking at me. He said,
You have not started yet, Atavar?
No.
Strange, I've never seen you before. There are so few Atavars. You know, generally they are not permitted to develop.
And looking at him, I knew I was alive. Of course. And dream? This was no dream.
Yes, there are so few Atavars.
I said, Atavar? Atavars? What the devil are Atavars?
You are a strange one.
Well, tell me, what are Atavars? Why call me an Atavar?
Well, because you are. You're not like us, you know. You are a throwback to the individualistic, unconditioned, embryonic development.
What?
But then, of course, you don't understand, do you? No, an Atavar wouldn't.
Well, tell me.
It is strange that they should have permitted you to develop and not to have explained to you the difference.
What difference?
What? Once in every 2,000 births, and that means once in every 2,000 years, we don't have many new ones in this world, you know, something happens in the incubation process. Instead of one of us perfected ones, one of you develops. A throwback to ancient times. An imperfect creature. Out of the past. In other words, an atavism. Understand? An atavism.
Atavism? Atavar? Atavism? What the devil's name was this? But he kept talking. He said,
Yet, Atavar though you are, life must be miserable for you as it is for the rest of us.
Life? Miserable?
Well, of course. Why else would you have joined with us? Oh, this is going to be a glorious night for us. But not for them.
I don't understand exactly what you...
Of course not. Things would be confused for the Atavar mind, wouldn't they? That's the infernal trouble with our minds. Things are much too clear and concise and understandable. And they bred all the confusion out of us a long time ago. Well, now they'll pay for it.
Please, tell me...
Just look at me. I've lived just a handful of years, 250.
He said that, Joan. Yes, believe me, 250 years.
And yet, believe me, Atavar, I'm weary unto the death we'll never know.
Death we'll never know.
What good is there in it for any of us living forever?
Living forever.
For the first 50 years of our lives, they condition us. All right. We come out with our brains filled with all knowledge of all time. Paragons all. Geniuses all. But what good does it do us? What good? Always they are in the way.
They?
Look, Atavar, you can't be so completely a fool or they would never have let you out. They are the old ones. And what is interesting and exciting in the world, they do. They and no one else. And we who came after them, after they conditioned the world against sickness, illness, age, and death, we have nothing left to do.
I see.
They hold the key positions. They. And we stand by and grind the weary years away in nothingness. A world of youth full of the want to do, and there's nothing to do. And yet there are worlds out there where we might go, but again they stand in our way and say, no, it shouldn't be done. They, the old ones, all around us, holding us down, giving us everlasting life, and then giving us nothing to live for. But this night will change it. You and I and the rest of us 24. Well, here comes your partner, and I must go with mine. Goodbye, Atavar. Good luck.
He was gone. And then the girl at my side, under her arm a small black box.
All right, we can go now.
She took my arm. We walked along. In almost a moment, we were in a straight, broad street. Straight, shiny, glistening, bright with a light I've never seen. A quiet, empty street. Clean, bright, and strange. As if in a dream. A dream? This was no dream. And then she said...
In here.
We stepped up on a platform. Part of the sidewalk. It was moving, carrying us swiftly. Swiftly down the street. An escalator? Moving sidewalk? I don't know what. Faster. Faster. Things rushing by. Strange towering buildings. And then I heard that she was talking to me.
I saw you talking to Aro. He has the easy one. We've a hard one.
250 years, he said.
Aro? Yes, that's true.
Lived 250 years?
It isn't much, I know. You must be older. Or are you? Hard to tell with an Atavar.
How old are you?
I? 400. 400 years, but not of living.
What do you mean?
You know. They, with all their years. Before we were born, they took the work of the world, and what is left for us? To wander up and down, pretty ornaments with empty lives. But they forgot one thing. They left ambition in us. And this night we'll find a place to use it.
How?
Atavar, you are a fool. You know and yet you don't know. How can we find a place for ourselves as long as they do as they please? Listen. In the very ancient world, men lived a few years and then died. And they thought that was horrible, but that was good. For when they died, there was a place for youth. Yes. One would fall in his place, and a young one took his place. Sometimes he did better than the one who had gone before, so the world progressed. But now no one falls, no one dies. And so the old ones stay and stay and stay, and we, the young ones, have no place. And when we want to make a place, the old ones say no.
The thing we were riding climbed higher. Higher? And still she talked.
We're seated and petition, and they do not listen. So tonight we act. You and I, Edifar, one of 24. By turning back the time to when men died and gave the younger ones their place.
What?
The wrong of each man died with him when he died in that old world. And so tonight we'll see that wrongs are given their belated rest.
How?
You and I, Edifar, we'll do our part. Up there.
She was pointing up. I looked up to where the building ended, in a cloud.
She sits up there. 5,000 years she's lived every day since the day science shut out death. 5,000 years, but tonight we begin to live. Here.
Into my hand she thrust the black container. I said,
"What?"
You do it. You. In a moment we reach the spire. She'll come out all smiles and happiness. They can be happy, the old ones who have the work. Do it then, you must.
What?
Throw it at her and she'll be free of life and we'll be free of life without living. You'll do it, Edifar, you will. Throw it at her.
throw it. What? The thing in my hands? What did she mean, to free that person up there from life? The weight in my hands. Then suddenly I realized some kind of explosive. She expected me to throw it at that person up in the tower. Me to kill.
You will. You will.
No. No. The word tore through my head, and with it tore away confusion. I knew. I understood. This was the world of the future, where science had doomed the death I feared. Men lived forever, and these young ones had no chance. And now they were out to kill and make their chance, and I was to kill for them, with them.
You will. You will. You will.
No.
You will.
Not
You will.
my world. Not
You will.
mine.
You
I
will.
won't go back.
You will.
I'm not saying that. I
You
won't.
will. There she is, the matriarch. Throw it. Throw it.
I won't kill. Not I won't.
Give it to me. Give me that. Give me
No! I jumped. Falling. I was falling through the horrible space of that horrible future. Down and down and down. The glistening sides of the building rushing past me. Down. Twisting. Clawing at the air. Down and down. And then I remembered in my arms that explosive. I tried to throw it, but my hands tight around it. I couldn't unlock them. The ground coming up. I screamed. And there I was, sitting next to you, in the hall where I'd been before, the politician up on the stage, my friends around me, you next to me, frightened at my cry, and the roof quite intact above me. So here it ends, Joan. Sitting there, I stepped ahead in time until a day when men had conquered death. And so somehow I'm not afraid of him, the one at my shoulder anymore, because I think it's good that men should live, then die, and so end the evil in them and give their place to others. Tell me, Joan, do you agree?
Beautiful that the hands of the sisters, Death and Night, incessantly, softly remold again and ever again the face of this soiled world.
As the final echoes of the radio fade into the static of the South Carolina night, our journey for this evening comes to a peaceful end. The Packard is resting, the diner lights are dimming, and the airwaves are quiet at last. Thank you for riding shotgun through the dark roads and eerie tallies of the 1940s with me. This trip wouldn't be the same without your company in the passenger seat. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this nostalgic midnight drive, and subscribe so you don't miss the next leg of our spooky cross-country trip. Until next time, keep your eyes on the road, your radio dial tuned to the mysteries of the past and pleasant dreams.